Artem Mikoyan was born in 1905 in the small village of Sanahin, which is located in what is now Armenia. At the time, this area was part of the Russian Empire. Artem came from a family with modest means, but he had a strong passion for learning from a young age. He was particularly interested in machines and how they worked. Growing up during a time of great technological change, Artem became fascinated with the idea of flight. As a child, he would often look up at the skies, dreaming of flying one day. This curiosity and passion led him to pursue a career in engineering. When Artem was old enough, he decided to attend school in the capital of Russia, Moscow, where he studied at the Moscow Aviation Institute. This was a special school where young people learned how to design airplanes, rockets, and other machines that could fly. Artem was very dedicated to his studies, spending many hours learning about the science of flight. The world was changing quickly, and new technologies were being developed all over the globe. Artem wanted to be part of this exciting time in history. After finishing his education, Artem began working at a company that built airplanes. At this point, the world was entering the age of aviation, and airplanes were becoming more important for both military and civilian use. Artem quickly showed his skill in designing airplanes, and his talents did not go unnoticed. He worked with many other engineers to help improve existing aircraft and to design new models. One of the things that set Artem apart from others was his ability to think outside the box. While many engineers followed traditional methods, Artem often came up with creative and innovative solutions to difficult problems. During the 1930s, a major event changed the course of history: the rise of World War II. Airplanes became even more important, as countries used them in battles and for strategic purposes. In the Soviet Union, leaders recognized the need for better military aircraft, and Artem Mikoyan was given a chance to help design new airplanes for the country's military forces. This was a huge responsibility, but it also gave Artem the opportunity to show what he was capable of. In 1939, Artem Mikoyan teamed up with Mikhail Gurevich, another talented engineer. Together, they formed a team that would go on to design some of the most famous military airplanes in the world. Their first major success came with the MiG-1, a fast and powerful fighter jet. The MiG-1 was built to fight against enemy aircraft and to protect the skies of the Soviet Union. This airplane was one of the first true jet fighters, a type of plane that used jet engines instead of propellers to fly. The MiG-1 played an important role during World War II. It was fast and could carry weapons to help fight enemy planes. The MiG-1 was used in combat and helped defend Soviet forces against attacks from other countries. Although it had some issues, the MiG-1 laid the groundwork for future improvements in airplane design. After the war ended in 1945, Artem Mikoyan and his team continued their work. They were not satisfied with just building one good airplane; they wanted to build even better, faster, and more powerful planes. One of their biggest successes came in 1947, when they introduced the MiG-15. This new airplane was faster and more advanced than the MiG-1. It could fly at much higher speeds, and it was designed to be a powerful fighter jet for modern warfare. The MiG-15 became one of the most famous airplanes of its time. It was used by many countries and was especially important in the Korean War, which took place from 1950 to 1953. The MiG-15 showed the world how skilled Artem Mikoyan and his team were at designing aircraft. The airplane's success helped to establish the MiG brand as one of the most respected names in aviation. In the years that followed, Artem Mikoyan and his team continued to design new and improved airplanes. In the 1950s, they created the MiG-17, which was an upgraded version of the MiG-15. The MiG-17 was faster, more powerful, and more versatile, making it a valuable asset for the Soviet Union. It was used in various military conflicts and became an important part of the Soviet Air Force. In the 1960s, the MiG-21 was introduced. This airplane became one of the most successful fighter jets in history. It was used by many countries around the world and remained in service for decades. The MiG-21 was capable of flying at incredible speeds and was designed to be a multi-role fighter, meaning it could be used for various types of missions, including air-to-air combat and ground attacks. It became famous for its simplicity and effectiveness. The MiG-21 was also one of the most widely used military aircraft of the 20th century. While Artem Mikoyan was focused on designing and improving airplanes, he never stopped thinking about how to solve the challenges that came with new technologies. The speed of airplanes was increasing, and with that came new problems, such as how to make planes more stable at high speeds and how to improve their ability to avoid enemy missiles. Mikoyan was known for his ability to quickly solve difficult problems, and his designs were always ahead of their time. He also worked on ways to make planes safer for pilots and easier to maintain. Throughout his career, Mikoyan received many awards and honors for his work. He was celebrated not only in the Soviet Union, but also in other countries, where his airplanes were used by air forces around the world. His contribution to aviation was recognized by leaders in the Soviet Union, and he became one of the most respected engineers of his time. In addition to his work on military aircraft, Artem Mikoyan was also interested in civilian aviation. He recognized the importance of aviation for the future of transportation, and believed that airplanes could be used for peaceful purposes, as well as military ones. In the 1950s and 1960s, Mikoyan's team worked on developing new kinds of civilian aircraft, such as passenger planes and cargo planes. Although these designs were not as well known as his military jets, they still played an important role in the development of aviation. Despite his success, Artem Mikoyan remained humble and focused on his work. He was not interested in fame or recognition for its own sake. What mattered most to him was the work itself, the challenge of designing better airplanes and solving the technical problems that came with them. Mikoyan continued to work tirelessly on his designs throughout his life, helping to shape the future of aviation. Artem Mikoyan passed away in 1970, but his legacy lived on. His airplanes, especially the MiG-15 and MiG-21, continued to be used by air forces around the world for many years. Today, Mikoyan's name is still closely associated with some of the most successful fighter jets in history. His work not only advanced the field of aviation, but also helped to shape the course of history during a time of great technological change and international conflict. In the years following his death, many engineers and aviation enthusiasts studied Mikoyan's designs and his approach to problem solving. His work continues to inspire new generations of engineers, pilots, and anyone interested in the science of flight. Artem Mikoyan's contributions to aviation are still remembered today, and his airplanes remain an important part of military history. Artem Mikoyan's life is a story of dedication, innovation, and passion for flight. His work changed the world of aviation forever and helped to shape the future of air travel and military aviation. Even though he is no longer with us, his legacy lives on in the airplanes he helped create and in the many engineers who continue to follow in his footsteps.